Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Devolutions HQ. Today I have Jessica with us.
Hello everyone.
And I'm excited because today we have a very special episode to help you guys control the IT chaos as always. But I thought, this would be a great opportunity for us to maybe give you some couple tips. So today we want to take a look at what exactly we want to do.
We want to look at vaults.
Okay.
And we're going to look at how vaults can simplify security and make your life a little bit easier with organization.
Okay, perfect. So could we say 3 ways vaults can make you a super user?
Sure, you can say that.
Okay, perfect. So 3 ways to help you guys become super users because you guys are already superheroes. The first one you said it has to do with organization, so let's...
Sure, I think just before we start, I'm going to mention that vaults used to be called repositories.
Oh, yeah.
And in RDM 2019, we changed the name to vaults.
Okay.
If you're using an older version, you might still see repositories.
Sure.
And basically what they are containers that separate your data source into smaller sections that are easier to organize and to manage.
Okay.
So here we have an example, and I have a couple of vaults, right?
Okay.
And we can have vaults. If you're a managed service provider, I would recommend separating them by client.
Okay, yeah.
And if you are working in an organization, it might be a good idea to separate it by department.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's
so
good.
that way, you can just have an easy mental map of where everything is, and you're not scrolling down the navigation pane trying to find things.
Absolutely. That's a great idea. Okay. All right. So as we're taking a look at different vaults, now how do you, first of all, some people may have thousands of entries. So what's our percentage of usage right now of people using vaults and not vaults?
Oh, that's a good, that's one of the reasons I'm here. Thanks for asking that. So about half of our users are using vaults, and I think they really love them because when I notice support, people have lots of vaults, right?
Sure.
So I'm here to kind of get the other half into them, right?
Transition, I know as a change in the IT and stuff can be scary sometimes.
For sure.
You have thousands of entries. How do you transfer them by client or by department?
Sure.
What's an easy? Is it like a long, tedious process? Or?
No, I think it can be pretty easy. You'd start by making your vaults.
Okay, so you create a vault.
So you go to the administration tab and click vaults, and from here you can make new ones with add vault.
Okay, easy.
And then if you want to transfer entries from the main place they are right now, the main vault, right? You can move them with move to vault.
Okay, so if you have a folder already with all those either the client's information or a department's information entries in there, you could just transfer the whole thing?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Yeah, I like to move it.
Exactly, pretend all your entries are in one place right now.
Sure.
And you've made some vaults because you've decided you want to organize things that way. Then you could just choose the folder, choose where you wanted to put it. So we'll say in here, and then you go next. And then I'm going to choose to move the credentials into this new folder. Okay. And then click transfer.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then, I don't know if you noticed, but we just saw it right there.
Yeah. Perfect.
So that's a pretty easy way to do it.
That's super, super simple.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what I like about this is, once again, so vaults helps you be an organization champion. So you can really put things in little boxes and stuff. I think it's for those that are familiar with Marie Kondo. I think this will bring us joy.
Exactly.
because you just touch your vault. But the idea is really organization, and you have other things to do as an IT administrator or sysadmin than to just manage your vaults. And RDM is powerful at doing that. And you can also do this in DPS as well.
It just gives you a place to put things. It's everything in its place, right?
Yeah, everything. Okay, good. All right. So what about how does a vault not only help with organization but simplify security?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what happens then is when you have different vaults, you can organize things like offline mode or checkout or even password policies by vault, right?
Okay.
So let me just give you an example. Let's pretend that Downhill Pro, it's a vault with a lot of sensitive information.
Sure.
And I don't necessarily want my employees to access it when they're off-site. So when they don't have connections to the data source, right? When they're not part of the network.
Yep.
So what I can do is I can just go into root settings.
Okay.
And then here in security,
Okay.
I can change allow offline to false.
Oh, great.
So then everything in this vault that has, that kind of important, sensitive information won't be available in offline mode.
Sure.
And I just find that's a little less finicky than going like by folder, right?
Okay, absolutely.
It's a little easier for my mind.
You just shut off the whole vault and
Exactly.
make it not
and it hasn't
accessible.
affected the other vaults, right?
That's
that I
really
might
cool.
allow people to use on the road.
Yeah.
And you can do it with, checkout mode as well, or maybe password templates can be worked the same way.
That's really cool. Okay. Talk to me a little bit about role-based access controls.
Sure. So you have a couple of different choices with vaults. First, you get to choose who is a member, like which roles and which users are a member of a vault. So
Sure.
So you can assign them, and then people that are not a member will not see that vault. So
so
for example, this vault only the full administrators can see it, but I could add the service desk if I wanted to.
Oh, I see. So now these are like Active Directory
yes, because we're
groups,
using
right?
Devolutions password server.
Roles,
They're that. You can also make custom groups if you're using SQL Server or something.
Okay.
You could also manage the permissions by role on the vault as well.
Oh, okay.
Again, in root settings, here you put permissions to custom.
Okay.
And for example, we could say, okay,
who has access to
who has,
add or
I'll
whatever.
say like, okay, RDM admins can add, but not necessarily the service desk that we just gave
That's
access
really
to.
cool. So you can shut things on or turn them on. Okay.
Sometimes you have people who are members of a vault who might not be administrators, but in their vault, we want to kind of give them more latitude, more
Sure.
privileges and permissions.
Okay.
And so you can do that actually with data source permissions.
Okay.
And then in management, here we have something called Vault Manage.
Okay.
And here, again, I can do it custom, and I can either select a role or a user to give
That's
this
neat.
Vault Manager permission, and this will give them administrative rights in every vault that they're a member of.
Okay, good. Man, okay, those are 3 great tips already. We could talk about vaults all day long. But anyway, okay, so I hope these things are useful for you guys. But if there's any videos you guys want to know more how-tos on, I know Jessica loves doing these. And we can make more of those how-to videos. I'll put a link to the videos in the notes below as well, so you guys can access her playlist. Anyway, thanks a lot, Jess. I think this is great.
Oh, it's my
great way to
pleasure.
start for a week, have a great week for you guys. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and we're here to help you guys control the IT chaos with vaults as well, all right? So thanks. Until next time, Jess. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.